for real that time.
Oh my goodness, that was a comedy of errors. I have not mastered the countdown thing, the whole, 5, 4, 3, whatever, bullshit. So,
as you can see.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, also, full disclosure, I'm going to be a little loopy today. I'm running on very little sleep. I am banking on the adrenaline that is coursing through me right now to carry me through this tonight's session. So, anyways, hello everyone, and welcome back to Story Reckless. My name is Nathan. I am the DM for this show, this story we'll be doing. I use he, him pronouns, and I would like to pass it off to the players to introduce themselves.
I'm Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm still playing Quidam. Also, we have a YouTube channel where all of our stuff is going the day after it airs here on Twitch. So if you have missed previous episodes, they're all on YouTube. So you can go back and watch them there.
Indeed.
And where can people find the link to that?
Down there, I believe.
Yeah, some.
But actually, like, I don't even know if people can see it because I have a.
Oh, you're cropped.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're good. Anyways, yeah, it's down there somewhere. We could also post it in chat, but yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
And my name is Olive. I use they and she pronouns, and I am playing Lovelace, the centaur. And for my malady of the week is I just got my tattoo colored. And so I have a big old bandage, and it hurts. But I'm really happy about it, because it's the trans colors.
will we get to see it next week?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. Okay, well,
Without further ado,
I'm glad, Tiny Valkyrie, I'm glad that you think that Sleepless DM is best type of DM. So we'll see what happens. I hope it is a good type of DM. All right, so with that, let us do our recap. So, last time, we were just talking about this before the show, because we were like, what happened? It was a lot of fun, just kind of shenanigans, roleplay. There was some major things that happened towards the end, but the majority of it was taking a bath with a hot tiefling bounty hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. That's exactly correct.
Yes, which then led to fun times at the tavern, which then led to Lovelace walking away awkwardly.
God, I have the picture of it like so perfect in my head of just like a pause in conversation. We meet, eyes. There's a second to be like, make some kind of connection, and then just like standing up, hands on table, and be like, well, okay.
Yep.
Eyes like go to just like pupils, and then like walking off.
Trotting away to the bedroom while
Very
Quidam
stiffly.
and Valor just shrug. But yes, after all the nice, well-earned relaxation you all got to have, you went to bed, and it's a D&D story, so of course sleeping is never what it
Wrought with
seems.
strife.
So there were the dream sequences. But Quidam found themselves confronted by this strange luminous being that it seems to maybe be the same being that has been popping up throughout Quidam's life in the past, how many months?
6.
6 months?
Spilling my secrets.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. You're right, I am. Ooh. Anyways, there's something going on there. Again, sleepy DM. But having this strange vision of this luminous being made of green light with multiple limbs and these beautiful wings sprouting out from them, and a strange, almost porcelain mask-like face with these beautiful ram's horns coming out the top. And they showed Quidam a half-orc in Baldur's Gate being assaulted by the Flaming Fist, and Quidam did their best to defuse the situation and found themselves tapping into something that in the moment they knew they could do. A calm emotion spell, an ability to reach out and touch the consciousness of other creatures around you to diffuse the situation. And when you woke up and took a walk around Candlekeep, you had that realization of that's something you didn't even know you were capable of doing. So whatever this being may be, they seem to be guiding you towards things that you didn't even know you could do. Lovelace also had a dream, one of a network of light stretching out beneath them, coursing up into hundreds, maybe thousands of individuals that have been cropping up in Lovelace's dreams and visions. These individuals are of all various species, of various types of people and various types of situations. And when Lovelace tried to reach out and connect with this network, it all faded, and Lovelace found themselves standing in a field filled with bones and rusting armor. As Lovelace cried out, she woke up to see the floating spectral head of a gigantic ghostly dragon coming through the ceiling above. This dragon ended up being more curious, friendly, guardian of Candlekeep perhaps, that told Lovelace they saw the spirits moving through the underground network underneath Candlekeep, and they followed them, and they all seemed to be connecting or channeling into Lovelace, and they were very curious about this, wondering what it was. You had some conversation, found out a little bit about each other, found out that this dragon's name is Miram, and that they've been bound to Candlekeep for thousands of years by some ancient mage that resided here. At which point you said good evening to the dragon and ran out into the hall to find Quidam coming back from their night walk. And yeah, talked amongst yourselves about these strange visions. And the following day, you met Valor in full plate armor, and gathered your horses. Well, Valor gathered their horse, and Lovelace decided to allow Quidam to ride on your back. So there will be some consequences for that. And you set out onto the open road, headed for Baldur's Gate, where your community has been afflicted with some strange set of murders that you are trying to resolve. And also trying to find out what the hell these gigwatsums, these strange books, are. So, at that point, let us pick up as Valor just gallops out of the gates of Candlekeep, Lovelace sprinting ahead, trying to keep up, while Quidam is kind of wobbling on the back.
Holding on for dear life.
Put your weight forward.
Forward. Oh,
Forward. Yeah. Okay. See, my back muscles can. Okay. Okay. That didn't work. Try skidding back a little bit.
okay.
Can you make can you make a dex check, I think?
A dex check?
Quidam?
Which one of us?
Quidam?
Me.
You're
well,
trying
I
to
can try.
Yeah.
No.
What'd you
That's
get?
a 4.
Oh boy. Okay. So you are cantering after Valor as she is getting ahead of you, and you're trying to guide Quidam, Lovelace. You're trying to guide Quidam on how to ride comfortably, and suddenly, Quidam, you feel your weight starting to shift to the side, and you try to correct, and you end up overcorrecting and just tumbling off the side and on the ground.
No!
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are we still in view of Velma?
Yes, this is very soon after it happens. So, yes, Lovelace, as you look back, seeing Quidam tumbling in the dust on the road, you can see Velma just watching from the very open gate with the other purple-robed guardians of the gate all watching as this calamity is happening. And you can just hear Valor, and you look and see that she's just looking at you like this.
I will pick myself up.
I'll circle back around.
Lovelace, I think we should start out with walking if we're gonna do this.
Okay, yep. Okay.
Or I can...
No, we can walk. We can walk.
Alright.
I can power walk.
Alright. I will mount back up.
Okay, yeah. I mean, easy enough. You're not galloping like with a slower pace. It's not as big a deal. You do catch up to Valor. That was quite the tumble you took. But seriously, are we going to be able to move at a quicker pace?
We're just getting, to know each other, to know like the balance. We'll get up to speed in no time.
I thought you've done this before, Lovelace.
Yeah, it's different with different people, you know.
A little bit of performance anxiety, perhaps.
You know what? Let's just get going.
All right, let's go. And she will and start riding ahead, not full gallop, as you keep pace at a slower speed. And with that, I'm going to roll some things to see what the day holds for us as we are here on the Sword Coast, making our way back to Baldur's Gate. I'm going to be rolling on some tables, see what the day has for us. So, first up,
As we go along,
yeah,
I would like to watch Valor very closely, seeing what she does with her body, riding her horse, and I will try and imitate that.
Okay.
Except she has a saddle, and I'm sure that changes things somehow.
Make an insight check for me.
Oh gosh, 14.
Sorry, a 14. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. A 14, I think, is enough that you are starting to pick up as the day goes on how to kind of adjust to the way to ride with Lovelace. It is different because it's a centaur and Lovelace is a lot smaller than Valor's horse, but there are some similarities where you see just the way to kind of relax and move with the motion of this animal underneath you. I'm speaking like I know what it's like to ride a horse.
To grab with the legs rather than the arms.
And yeah, I mean, Lovelace, how you can tell Quidam is becoming more comfortable as the day is progressing. And the day is a nice, clear day with just a smattering of clouds above. As you are riding along the Lion's Way, which is this more well-groomed path through basically sand dunes and chaparral. Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I figure out the last little bit of this.
Yes, Lovelace is a centaur, as opposed to
a horse, yes.
Two-legged, or a horse or a two-legged person.
Oh my god. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Hi, Luno Land. My goodness. Yes. Welcome, by the way. I've never seen your username before. I thought it was a pity.
I mean, it kind of is, right?
It is.
Like, where do you put your hands here? Like, is it a shoulder?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I feel like around your waist is too low because then I'm hunched and like all forward. I don't want to go around your neck.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe just like So like this is some of the awkwardness where you fell off before. Like you were trying to just like be very like shoulders and like and now like maybe there's like handholds on the back of my vest.
Do I like grab the sides? Can I grab the armholes of your vest?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Excellent. All right, this I think can work.
Oh my god, that was the best. Yeah. It's been a while, I think, since we've had a new person in chat like chime in, and usually we will say like, by the way, Lovelace is a centaur, because it's easy to forget when we're just doing these descriptions. And that was probably the best thing ever to just see that centaur. Got it. All making a lot more sense now. Oh boy. All right. So, that was amazing. So, as the day goes on, okay. You wind your way, or not even really wind, it's a relatively straight path, but you kind of go up and down through these rolling sand dunes that are so prevalent towards this spot of the coast near Candlekeep. But as the day progresses, the sand and the succulents give way to hardy chaparral, and you see this thick like deer brush and oak trees growing up as you go into the late afternoon. Let's see. Can I have both of you make perception checks for me?
Sure thing.
21.
21. Wow.
12.
Okay. 21 and 12. Okay. All right. So, as the afternoon goes on, as the sun is starting to dip just below the tree line, and you're getting these beautiful god rays coming through the dappling of the oak trees, and the dust from the trail is kind of kicking up, so you get those really nice lines of light cutting through. Quidam, you spot a bit of movement off to the left side of the trail in one of these oak trees. As the pace is kind of slowing down at this point. And throughout the day, by the way, Valor was going at a relatively quick pace towards the beginning of the day, but as the day goes on, you know, Valor kind of slows down, especially when you get out of sight of Candlekeep. Kind of maybe get the sense, Quidam, that she was maybe putting on a little bit of a show to leave Candlekeep. But as your pace is slowing down, you come to a section of the trail where there's a little bit of these kind of rocky outcroppings that come up on either side, so you're almost in a little bit of a gully. This may have even been at times as like a dry creek bed. And yeah, we'll say there's even a little bit of water as you get to the bottom of this, some splashing in these pebbles and little puddles. And you look off to the left side of the trail where there's this beautiful oak tree kind of leaning out over the trail. And you watch as you see you swear you see a face in the tree. And it's this... It's almost blending in with the bark, but there's more of a green hue to it. And it's this very harsh features, high cheekbones, very beautiful face that is staring down at both of you, or sorry, the group of you moving through, and then kind of dissolves into the bark.
I just kind of raise a hand up.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you raise a hand up and...
Lovelace.
Yeah? What's up?
You ever met a dryad?
No.
Neither have I.
What? looking around. We're gonna slow down.
Slow down. Okay. Valor is not really paying attention, like is a little ahead, so she just keeps at her pace.
Up there, I just saw a face. In the bark. I don't know.
Are you sure? I didn't see anything.
Well, I know I saw a face. I just don't know if we should disturb them necessarily.
What do you do with dryads? Do you make like an offering to like a forest god kind of situation?
I have no idea.
Can we make like a nature or religion check to see if there's any like legends about?
Yeah. I would say, oh boy, sure. History, Arcana, or religion. I guess nature could work if you have nature and you want to use it.
Just
Go.
in all
Yeah.
of these.
I mean, yeah. But I would say, sure, nature could work. I could see any of those four could work.
I'm gonna roll religion.
Go for it.
7.
Okay. I mean, I would say you've maybe, well, you've actually, I guess you haven't heard of dryads, so yeah, you have no idea. What about you, Quidam? Do you want to make a check?
I don't know that I would know terribly much more other than they live in trees and
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
are tree spirits of some kind.
Yeah, Lovelace, why don't you make another perception check for me as, since you as well, like, kind of looked up in the direction that Lovelace was pointing.
Exactly the same as last time.
Another 12.
12.
Okay. Okay. Well, looking up into that direction, you actually do catch something. You catch... You catch two, what looks like dragonflies kind of darting between the leaves of that tree. And as you watch as one of these insects alights onto a branch. And when it stops moving, the form becomes more clear. And you see what looks like a tiny, tiny humanoid with these beautiful insect wings kind of off the back. And they are nearly nude with just these very delicately woven threads of probably, I'm imagining like a hummingbird's nest, right? Like very intricate threads of organic matter woven into a top and a little bit of a bottom piece as they're alighted up there looking at you. And they look towards you and fly away.
Gutweed would have loved them. I think I say to Quidam.
Oh.
You hear Valor's hooves, and you see her turn around. What are you two lollygagging back there for?
We found some people.
She puts a hand on the pommel of her sword.
I don't think that's necessary. Fairies?
Oop, virus threat protection, everyone. Sorry, I just got a Windows notification. What? Fairies?
Dryad? Little tiny winged people? I'm inclined to go up and say hello.
Remember the pseudo dragons?
I do. They were so sweet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna slide down off of Lovelace's back and head up towards the tree.
Okay. Easy enough. You slide off and start walking up, kind of having to scramble up the side of this relatively steep earthen bank to get up there. Valor starts trotting towards you, Lovelace. Quidam, I'm in a bit of a hurry. What are you doing?
Saying hello. If you want to go ahead, you can.
We can catch up, Valor.
Are you sure you can? I'm going to be camping off the sides, trying to stay as hidden as possible. Can you?
This will only take a minute or two, I'm sure.
I'm going to stay. I don't trust. You said you saw people. You never know what could happen.
Aw, thanks.
Well, no problem.
Also, I don't know if I can get out that bank there.
You could do it. I've seen. You could do it. I think so. You don't think so? I think you could.
Maybe.
Look at
maybe.
you.
It'd be a trick. It would take me about 25%. My movement would count about 25% as much as yours to get up that bank.
That is so strangely specific. All right, Quidam, you scramble up and make your way into having to push aside some of this thick deer brush and start going up. You want to go up to the oak tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna call out in Elvish. Hello, my name's Quidam. I mean you no harm. I'm merely curious to meet you.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
I'm good at those. But when I roll threes, 9.
Okay. You stand there waiting, and all you can hear are just the sounds of birds around you, but nothing seems to respond.
All right. Don't have anything. Well, I hope you all have a nice day. I'll head back down.
Okay.
I don't know if they want visitors right now. I say to Lovelace once I come back.
All right.
I think Lovelace will say some small blessing in Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, just some centaur made the wind rustle your leaves.
Yeah.
In a pleasant susurrus.
Make a persuasion check with advantage as you're saying this as Quidam is climbing down the bank and you're looking up towards the trees.
17.
Wow. Okay. I have an idea. Okay. I have to do something. It's going to take me a second. So, as Quidam, you are climbing down to meet up with Lovelace, and you get onto the back, and Valor nods and... Alright. Are you satisfied? Can we get going?
I'm good.
Good. And she wheels the horse around and starts trotting down the path. And Lovelace, as you start to follow, you look up and can see in that oak tree as you pass it, and you just lock eyes with it as you pass. You watch as that face kind of melds out of the tree looking down at you.
Oh.
And they nod. And you are going to get something, but what do you want to say? They nod quietly towards you.
I think maybe just a low whistle.
You hear what to you, Quidam, just sounds like birds above. You don't really take mind to it, but you hear these two birds starting to chitter above Lovelace, and as you look up, you see there are two of these humanoid figures with insect wings that are responding back to you in bird calls. And you watch as out of that tree trunk an arm gently appears and gestures towards you, and you can swear you see a pulse of something through the ground towards you.
Oh.
And I am going to give you something in a moment. But then you watch as they in the tree disappear, and the bird songs suddenly, and then they start to fade off into the forest, and you look up and those two figures are gone.
Aw,
So
that's really special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Maybe the pseudo dragons. Yeah, I don't know. Not all fairies are the same, I guess.
Well, I imagine not. They're people, aren't they?
Yeah.
People tend to have a quite the variety of personality and experience.
Don't I know it?
all right, so Lovelace, as you continue down the path, and the sun starts to drop lower and lower, and eventually you pull off the side to set up camp with Valor. Valor immediately gets out to setting out the fire, and it is spring, so getting close to summer, but it's still, the weather is a bit temperamental, and the evenings here can drop to a bit chilly. Probably something that you're even used to in where you live now. But yeah, it does get a bit chilly, so Valor is setting up a fire, and Lovelace, you feel... Centaurs don't have dark vision, correct?
No. Don't believe so.
You feel like the surroundings around you, for a moment, they seem to brighten, and you can see details more clearly, and then it seems to fade. You get this sense, again, it's hard to describe this in narrative terms, but you get a sense that you could probably tap into that. There's something in you that you could tap into that would allow you to be able to heighten your senses to be able to see in the dark. You can basically cast dark vision three times. So after 3 times it goes away, but
Neat.
you get that
That's cool.
indefinitely. So
Wow.
go ahead and write Charm of Dark Vision down somewhere on your character sheet.
Okay.
And on today is green grass. I need my little thing. You set down for your first night out on the road. As Valor sets up camp, gets dinner ready for whatever portion she has.
I will make dinner for all 3 of us.
Yeah, Valor, you can see Valor is literally like, seems to be pulling out the oats that are meant for the horse and is getting ready to cook those with some just like venison to just throw in there.
Valor, I have some vegetables and seasonings. The venison is probably pretty good, but I'm happy.
You're welcome to throw it into the. I'm going to make some gruel for us tonight with the venison. If you want to add it.
Sure. I will take care of the seasoning and some vegetables, and see if I can't make this into something more than just fuel.
Easy enough. I mean, well, you could roll if you want. I don't know what roll that would be, but I feel like Quidam probably knows how to cook. Like, I get that sense from what we've talked about.
Yeah. I don't think I'm I'm not a chef.
Right.
But I know how to cook.
I don't even know what kind of role that would be. It's fine. You help Valor out with dinner as you prepare. I don't know. What do you think? Does it come out decent, Quidam?
I think it comes out better than it looks like it was originally going to.
Yeah. And you settle down for the night for dinner. You both are welcome to talk at this point if you'd like, but otherwise the evenings will just be another perception check. from both of you as you are taking turns doing watch with Valor. But yeah, this is an opportunity if you want to talk amongst yourselves. Otherwise, we'll just go to the next morning.
You know, I completely forgot to follow up with that avowed about the dust of dryness.
I bet we can find some in Baldur's Gate anyway.
I hope so. I imagine that if you aren't certain if you have a magical item lying around or not, it must be relatively common.
Yeah. Probably, I mean, it sounded like anything that, like, any alchemist worth their salt would have.
Maybe. I don't know. I just ain't never heard of it before.
I'm still concerned with how we're gonna find the damn thing.
I have no idea. Valor, we're talking about, there's some, well, hopefully only one Slytherin tracker wandering around the outer city of Baldur's Gate. And we were told that if we have a dust of dryness, that'll get rid of it. But yeah, I forgot to follow up with the avowed who said they might have some.
Dust of dryness. Hey, what's slithering tracker?
It evidently is looks like a puddle of water, drowns people, made from souls, a soul.
Good luck.
Thanks.
We'll need
I don't
it.
know how you would fight puddle of water, but
Well,
dust
of dryness.
yeah, that makes sense. Dry it up, suck it up. That hey, you know, I think there are some. I heard you, Lovelace, say. I think there are some good magic shops in Baldur's Gate. I mean, you would probably know better than me, but
Yeah, I know where one is. I ain't never been inside it though.
Yeah, there's not a
No?
lot in the outer city.
oh, yeah, it seems that that kind of thing wouldn't make its way out there.
No.
Whereabouts in the outer city do you both live?
Norchapel.
Chapel. So that's on the eastern side of the walls, then? I think.
That's right. You have to go through it if you're coming in from Chianthar.
I hope you don't take insult to this, but you're rather close to one of the more unpleasant smelling areas. Where all those.
Oh, we know.
We're
We
aware.
know.
All right. You just get used to that. I always wondered, like, you know, the people that live next to where they process all the sewage. I always wonder how do you?
You just stop smelling it after a while.
Oh, all right.
Or like, you know, it comes and goes. Like some days when there's like a nice breeze coming down off the river, it's fresh. But oh god, like the hot summer days, it can get.
Oh, yes. I spent some in Cormier when the summers get hot. It is just unbearable, especially when you have to, you know. And at this point, she's not wearing her plate armor, so she gestures over to it, like bundled up. Especially when I had to wear, it was a bit more elaborate than that is, and I had all these garments and things I had to have on, and it was bullshit. But, anyways. Well, thank you, Quidam. That made that meal way better than what I was going to be eating. So perhaps we help each other out some more the following days.
Hopefully.
As long as you can keep up.
Really?
I think we've got the hang of it.
That reminds me, Lovelace, make a Constitution check for me.
Oh boy. Just check or save.
Just a check.
16.
Nice. You are good. You are totally fine. But you are definitely sore. Not being used to this, carrying that much weight, and also a living creature. Kind of. I mean, maybe like the closest you've come is with your kid, but like, you know.
Or like I like carry people in wagons.
Right.
But I think specifically like the bruises of like something that's like not really attached to me. Like they keep wandering off to like kill the birds or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man. So, with that, as Valor just... Okay, we'll go a little faster tomorrow then. I think
no.
Quidam is... I see you today. You got the hang of it. We'll,
I'm going to be in worse shape tomorrow, Valor.
Look, you talk to your friend here. She says I go too slow, so tomorrow we go faster. That's just how it is.
Great.
Well, it was nice. I'm going to go to bed. You both can take first watch. In fact, Lovelace, I think you should take first watch. You know,
Sounds great. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm not even tired.
You know, actually, I think you should take last watch. That's probably the one you should do.
What's going on here?
You know, I just want you to be well rested for tomorrow's little race. You know.
I'm not even tired right now. I'm gonna do some exercises. Actually, I'm gonna do some drills.
Good, do it.
I'll take first watch.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.
Great.
I'm gonna leave the two of them to do whatever it is they're doing.
And Valor goes to bed. Real quick, I need to address a couple things in chat because I just can't pass them up. Lieutenant Crashdown said, "Just feeling pine," which is you in operation. You can have fun with your puns. And also, Lieutenant Crashdown also said that Dust of Dryness, all they can imagine it now is magical kitty litter. So, yeah, thought those were pretty good. All right, Lovelace. Go ahead and take first watch. Make a perception check for me.
Gonna be swinging my spear around. Perception's +4. 16 again.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Your part of the watch goes by without issue as you rest there with your two companions sleeping. As you're off to the side of the road, Valor did take the time to find a spot to try to be as secluded as possible. And in the evening, you just hear the sounds of night birds singing around you. And at one point you do hear one call relatively close above, and as you look up into the darkness when you normally can't see, there is just a moment when your vision seems to clarify and you can see a tiny little winged figure at the top of a branch just watching over you. And then the vision fades back into darkness and you just see that pitch dark of the forest around you with some of the shadows above of the branches and leaves just catching the moonlight because it was a full moon yesterday. Yeah.
I think I'll like whistle to it again, just like another low like bird whistle.
Yeah. There's a response back. But nothing happens during your watch unless you wish to do something during your watch besides have a little chat with that winged figure through bird calls.
Nope.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Quidam, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Ooh, was that Lincoln?
Yep, that's the three-legged dog that entered our camp about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. So cute.
That's 15.
15. Okay. As you exchange watch with Lovelace and settle down into your restful position, looking out into the darkened forest around you, nothing seems to catch your attention. Just the sounds of the bird. Well, at this point, this late into the evening, the birds are no longer calling about. Just some very low sounds of crickets off in the distance every once in a while.
All right.
Would you like to do anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
And then Valor, I'm not gonna roll for Valor just to keep things moving. So, Valor exchanges with you, and as you go to bed, Quidam, you can see Valor is already like doing stretches, going up to the tree, and like just yeah. Okay.
She has far more energy than I do.
You get through your first night without issue, And I have marked off the first day on the calendar. Oh, it's completely white. You can't even see it, audience. Whatever. It's fine. I have a calendar. I'm keeping track of the days. First day, marked off. You made it through green grass. And, oh, I actually marked the wrong one. Here we go. And you are now into the first day of Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Yeah. All right. Let us start the next day. I'm going to do these series of rolls again to see what we have in store for us. Okay. You know, I should actually have you roll. I think that might make it a little more
Yeah, I can
engaging.
roll. What should I roll?
Okay. So I'll keep that first roll. This is to determine what the weather is today. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
17.
Okay. Now roll another d20 for me. There's gonna be a lot of d20 rolls.
9.
A 9. Okay. Roll a d12.
4.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
I like rolling dice.
Roll a d10 for me.
8.
Okay. Okay. Final roll a d6.
5.
Okay. Cool. Now I'm gonna do this one privately. Okay. Oh god, where would this be from? Sorry, this was like slightly a little more elaborate than I was expecting. Okay. So as the day starts, again, it is relatively clear skies, but there is a bit of a breeze today. There's a light wind that is coming from the west, and you get sense of the ocean every once in a while throughout the day. But you continue at this point early in the morning as you gather up and get on your horse. Get on
my Lovelace.
Get on your Lovelace. Relatively early in the day, you come to a T in the road, and you can see the very wide coastway ahead. It is earthen road, but it is much wider than the smaller path you were just on. And you can see there is some relatively rickety wooden signs, one pointing to the north with Baldur's Gate, one to the west saying Candlekeep, and going further south is, I don't know my geography well enough, so something. But you continue north towards Baldur's Gate through the Chaparral, and go ahead and both of you make perception checks for me.
Does Valor make a perception check?
Okay, I'll do it for Valor.
12.
11.
Okay. I get the 10.
Oh,
okay.
it's in order.
All right. So the day progresses with these light winds periodically buffeting you from the coast, and you aren't really confronted by anything. It is relatively smooth sailing throughout the day. However, as once again the sun is dipping down and you actually pull off the road to start making camp, and finding shelter out here is a little more challenging, but Valor does find a relatively large oak tree to set up under, but it's more sparse, right? It's not really a forest. It's more of these plains with these big oak trees spread throughout. As Valor's getting the fire ready, and Quidam, Quidam, you got a 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll say, yeah, Quidam and Lovelace, you are both helping Valor getting things ready for dinner. Quidam, you catch the sound off to the road. You catch the sound of many footsteps. Not rushing or running or anything, just like a slow moving, I don't know, like a parade or caravan, right? And when you look off towards the road, kind of past the tree, you can see this relatively large cluster of shapes in the darkness, just kind of shuffling along to the north.
Heading north?
Heading north.
All right. Just shapes in the darkness? How far off the road are we?
The sun is just set, so there's a little bit of... It's twilight. We'll say you're probably a good 50 feet off the road. So you're just able to kind of make out... I would say you could tell they look to be humanoid, based on the height and the way they're kind of moving and shuffling. And you get that faint sound of feet kind of walking on dirt and gravel. But yeah, there looks to be a relatively decent-sized crowd. And you can see, like, towards the back, there are some that seem to be pulling carts.
Looks like we got some traders. Maybe? Heading the direction we're going. Why are they still traveling at night, though?
Are there any, like, light sources?
Yes, you can see... That's a good point. Yes, there would be light sources. You would see, you know, towards the front, there appears to be light from probably a... It's a what is it called? It's a rush light, I think. It's a type of, it's a medieval style of creating light where you have these wound pieces of like reed that are soaked in animal fat, and it's this very oily little burning, almost like candle. So it doesn't produce a terrible amount of light. But you can see that there are some individuals in front with those, and towards the back, it looks like there's some as well with these little reeds of light.
Looks like some sort of procession to me. Do you think it might be religious?
It's possible. Green grass was yesterday.
Why don't we go say hi?
I want to go say hi. I just want to say hi to everyone we see here.
You see that Valor is like already like pulling her flint and steel away from the fire, and then hears you both saying this, and is like, all right, just you two don't get out much, do you?
No.
Nope.
This isn't the first time I've ever been away from Baldur's Gate. Sort of.
Oh, all right. I'm a little less trusting, I guess.
Oh, I don't necessarily expect that people will, I don't know, hug us, but,
It's quite a lot of folks, but I'm not gonna stop you. I'm going to stay here, at least maintain some element of surprise, and she goes over and she's kind of picks up one of her armor pieces and is like, maybe just give me a moment to get this on just for a second.
Sure, we will scream if we need you.
Of course. And she starts putting her armor back on. All right, just be careful. I'm going to, I'll just be here. Okay.
Start trotting after the caravan.
I will literally start trotting.
Okay. How do you approach? Do you have light sources? What are you doing as you approach?
Hello?
Okay. You call out. Hello. Okay, give me one moment. I have to look something up.
What is our light source?
I don't know.
Like,
Well,
do you
I have dark vision, as does
Oh.
Valor.
Yeah, so really, Lovelace, what is your light source?
Hey, Quidam, could you do your little light
Oh yeah.
thing?
And I will cast light.
Okay. Yeah.
I will cast light on something. I don't know.
What world is that? Sorry.
My fingertip.
Your fingertip. Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah, the other sign to the south would have said Alm, like AMN, Alm. It's a country, a province.
Are they friendly?
We're gonna find out.
Okay, I think I got it. I had to look some things up. Yeah. So for chat, you saw me going onto a map of Faerun to try to figure some stuff out. So, you call out. You do see the individuals kind of tense and look towards you. You see some kind of rushing to grab some stuff, and one individual kind of holds a hand out to steady them. Boy, here we go. Comes to improv. Yes, who is it? Who goes there? You hear this raspy voice call out from the darkness as this individual reaches out and pulls one of those rush lights up, and it kind of illuminates the face a bit, and you see this very weathered woman with kind of a shawl tied around almost like a babushka, as she holds up this rush light to try to see as you're approaching, and you have this brilliant light gleaming on the tip of your finger as you're moving towards them.
Hello, we're fellow travelers heading north. Just wanted to make sure that everything was all right, and we wanted to say hi.
Oh. It's okay, everyone. Relax. Forgive us. We, our community was ransacked by gnolls, and we're a bit on edge at the moment.
That makes sense. No, I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you have any wounded with you? Can we help?
Lovelace, roll a d6.
5.
Sorry. Yes, we have 5.
Whoa, what could it have been? What's the connection?
Wow.
I should have just made that roll. Yes, we do. We have 5 individuals in the carts back there. We're from Beregost, just south of the Lion's Way.
All right, yeah, I've heard of that place. I'm a healer. I can help, maybe.
Oh, bless you. Would you? That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Please, bring them forward. And you see some of the people in carts starting to pull these carts forward. And would you like to approach to get closer?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So as you. Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm still holding my light.
Yeah. What color is your light?
White. I think.
Yeah. So it is this. I almost imagine almost like fluorescent or like LED.
Oh.
Like it's like this.
LED, not fluorescent.
Sure, but it's But I mean like I don't mean it in the negative connotation of fluorescent. I just mean that it is. This world is mainly populated by, oil lamps and these rush lights and maybe torches and things like that, which is very warm orange light. And suddenly you have this very white light being introduced. It's kind of I imagine it's a really strange visual of this white light suddenly, like somebody brought in a modern lantern into the setting. And as you approach, you can see the individuals coming forward with carts, and there are, 5 various people lied out in various states of injury. You can see a lot of them appear to have been, have massive gash wounds, like they've been ravaged by an animal. Some have huge bite marks, on their shoulders. One has one on their calf, and they look to be a little bit in better shape. But a lot of these wounds as well, you can tell they are already incredibly inflamed and puffy.
All right.
Thank you so much.
These are awful. How long have you been traveling?
Oh, it only happened last night. Just today. Beregost is not terribly far from here.
This is progressing quickly. The infection on these things.
Well, I don't know how much experience you've had with gnolls.
Not much.
They tend to use... what's the term for them? Hyenas. Hyenas. They're these strange cackling like animals, and they use them like hunting dogs.
Here, and I will go around and...
Yeah, what would you like to use?
Yeah, I'm balancing mechanics and who Quidam is. I think I will go around and clean the wounds first.
Yeah.
And then cast Healing Word on everyone.
Okay. Make a medicine check for the wounds. And then, I mean, you could roll hit points, I guess, for Healing Word, but you don't have to.
I'm going to do Cure Wounds.
Okay, so you'll have to use multiple spell slots. Okay.
15 for the medicine check.
15. So, it takes time, but with very expert hands, you are able to go through and start cleaning these wounds. And Lovelace, you are used to seeing Quidam work, and this is Quidam in their element, as they are. I mean, not quite. I know Quidam, you're a midwife, but still, this is something you have done.
Oh yes,
trained in
for decades.
And yeah, you start going through and cleaning these wounds with whatever medical supplies you have on hand. Lovelace, do you want to do anything while Quidam is doing this?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say I could hold the light, but...
Oh, it's flashing everywhere, probably. I will need to renew it. I'll probably put it...
It is light. You could cast it on something else, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a cantrip. Yeah, I'll probably cast it on just an object, a blanket or a bag or something.
Yeah, I mean...
Steady light.
If Lovelace, you want to help illuminate things, you could be holding this bag or blanket or whatever the object is.
I don't know if I would be the most helpful there. It seems like Quidam's got it. I'm concerned about like there being a company of gnolls large enough to like destroy a city within a day of here.
It is a town, based on speaking with this individual who what was it? Francesca? Her name is Francesca. I remember that was somebody suggested that a while back for a name. Francesca. Speaking with Francesca, you do get the sense that Beregost is a relatively small, like almost trading post. Like there are these individuals were people who lived there, and there appear to be about 13 people here with the 5 injured. But it is small, based off of talking with Francesca. You do, though, it seems that there were probably almost 20 of these creatures, with, some accompanying hunting hyena. Yeah, if you want to follow up on that with Francesca.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just like, where are y'all going? Up to Baldur's Gate? To Candlekeep? Are they still out there? Are they chasing you?
I don't know if they're still chasing us. We've just been moving, trying to get away. They haven't shown themselves in the past day. They seem to take individuals away, pull them away from our town, screaming into the night, and then they set everything ablaze. So we fled. And yes, we plan to go to Baldur's Gate. We have some supplies that we managed to take with us. We're hoping maybe we can start something new there. least get our footing, regroup.
I see. Well, both my companion and I are also from Baldur's Gate, and I actually also came there as a refugee. So here, once you get there,
Yes, please.
we're in a hurry. We need to get there as soon as possible to
Both
solve
of you.
our own series of deaths. But here, do you have a piece of paper or something I can write down where you can find me?
I think we may. Reinhard, please grab that for me. Yes, just one of the books is fine. Thank you. And she hands over this very worn book, flips it open. Just, you can write it on the inside here. It's the only paper we have on us at the moment.
Here, and I'll write my address in Norchapel.
Okay.
How to find me. So,
Thank
Do you have coin? You'll need coin to get in.
not Norchapel.
Yeah, Norchapel. If you're heading up the Worms Way, Worms Crossing,
Right,
through
of
Worms
course.
Crossing, yeah. Claire's still getting the vocabulary.
How much?
5 copper a person. And that's assuming you've got some decent guards.
We should be able to manage. Thank you.
Here. I'm gonna dig into the purse that Box of Screws gave me and pull out 5 gold. And hand that over. You got a fair bit of baggage. They might search you, but this should alleviate some of that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely.
Both of you, thank you. Thank you. Reinhold, please put it somewhere safe. Yeah, they are incredibly thankful for everything you do for them. You are how many spell slots do you use?
5.
Okay, I mean,
So
yeah.
someone gets an upcast.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you finish up with this crew, this group of people, those 5 people are now able to walk again, and are able to help, carry things, and you can just see the spirits lifting immensely amongst this group of people, and all of them are, as you are, I suppose, getting ready to leave, they all are just very thankful. Thank you, and just saying thank you.
You're very welcome.
And Francesca says to the both of you, we are as well going to keep moving. As I said, we haven't seen them since, but I would recommend staying out of sight, and keeping an eye out.
We will. This is good to know.
We're gonna keep on our way. Thank you so much.
Best
And-
wishes.
I would like to try to disguise their trail, scent-wise.
Yeah. Scent-wise?
Or scent-wise, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's on a road though, so I don't know how helpful it's gonna be. Just like,
I mean, you're welcome to do that.
hey, Quidam, you got any like cinnamon or like camping
You're the one who has
spices?
cinnamon. I'm sure I do. Yeah,
Could I use it?
I got some. Yeah, I got some coriander and thyme, and some dried basil and rosemary.
Those would be great. If you don't mind, we might have a couple bland dinners.
That's all right.
I'd like to see if I can throw these gnolls off the scent.
I will hand that over.
And I would like to just like kind of like go a ways up and down the road, like
Of course.
scattering it.
Make a can you do a survival check for me as you're trying to, And I would say do it with advantage because Quidam is providing this, you know, this benefit.
Culinary delight.
22.
Holy.
Because of advantage.
Okay. It's going to take time. So
Yeah.
you're probably going to have to take at least an hour, you know, maybe even a little more, being very thorough about this. But you're feeling really confident that you're able to... Are you trying to disguise their tracks as well, and not just the scent, or are you just
With the
doing
22, yes.
Yeah, you're able to make sure the tracks are relatively smoothed out, so that they're not so obvious that a large group came through here.
Or I probably use my own hooves, because if they're looking for people on foot, I can mess them up and
yeah. And you start spreading this really potent smelling herbs around in hopes of throwing off the scent. But who knows if it works or not until who knows. But yeah, you feel pretty good about it. Okay, so
While she's doing that, I will trot back to Valor and explain the situation and what happened and what's going on about the gnolls and that sort of thing.
Yeah, Valor. All right, I guess I'm sleeping in this tonight. Okay, thank you. That actually is very helpful to know. Okay, we should get some food and get to sleep as soon as possible so we can get moving tomorrow. I don't think we should do a fire tonight, so just cold food.
All right.
Okay, I would like both of you to do perception checks for the night.
Can that 22 ride to also hide the trail off to our camp?
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, you were able to get that hidden pretty well.
I'll take first watch. Oh, that's exciting. That's a whopping 6.
A 6, okay.
Mine wasn't much better. Mine's a 9.
A 9, okay. Yeah, I mean, to be consistent, I'm not gonna do Valor. I already established that, so. Okay, so Quidam, you have I don't know how you feel, but it is it's much quieter out here, as it seemed that the chaparral that was near the Lion's Way was a bit denser, kind of near that coastline, but as you break out onto the coastway, it has become more of these rolling kind of plains with these scattered massive oak trees that kind of pop up out of the grasses, and it is quiet. You can hear faint insects here and there, and that wind that was really prevalent throughout the day before just and you can watch as the moon above slowly moves through the sky, and nothing happens. You don't hear anything. Yeah. As you exchange watch, Lovelace, you get up ready to keep your eye out. And all you are greeted with is the faint breathing, snoring of Valor next to you. Sleeping in her armor. You can see she's shifting quite a lot, looking very uncomfortable. But nothing plagues you that night. You don't hear anything, just the sound of the wind. I need you to make another con check for me, and I'm going to make a... Oh wait, yeah, because it's the second day. I'm going to make a con check for Valor, because Valor is sleeping in her armor. So...
Not great. Not great. I got a 9.
Valor got a 9. Okay. So you and Valor suffer a point of exhaustion, trying to deal with this, these uncomfortable circumstances you find yourselves in. So you will now have disadvantage on ability checks until that point of exhaustion goes away.
Okay.
All right. The next day arrives. Quidam, would you like to do the honors today?
Sure. I suggest that we maybe move a little bit faster than we have the past couple days.
Okay, we can do it. You ready for this, Valor?
Yeah.
Oh,
You two all right?
we're
no,
great.
No, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
No, I'm fine. Yep.
No problem.
Yep. I feel great.
Great.
I do not believe either of you, but
That's
as it
your
seems
choice.
all right, I will proceed as though I do.
It's good. All right, let's go. Valor is pretty quiet through breakfast, and you get out on the road. Do you want to mechanically try to go faster? Because there is kind of a thing for that. Okay. That means that, I mean, it won't change necessarily for you, Lovelace. You'll still make your con check, but now Quidam and Valor as well will be making con checks for this evening coming up. So
it's bad to get the second half, or the second point of exhaustion.
it's not good. Yeah. So
Quidam does not understand the mechanics of this game.
Yep.
And is feeling leery about the gnolls.
would you like to do it? Okay. Yeah.
What mechanically happens?
I mean, it's just everybody makes a con check, and mechanically, I will knock a day off of travel, so you will get to Baldur's Gate in 4 days instead of 5. It has been, sorry, help me. How many days it's been?
We've had 2 nights on the road.
2 nights on the road. So
It's the beginning of the 3rd day.
beginning of the 3rd day. So I guess you would arrive if you succeed on this, or regardless, if you do it, you will be arriving in Baldur's Gate, I guess, on the 4th night. Let's call it the morning of the 5th day. Does that seem reasonable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you'll still have to do 4 nights instead of 5 nights? Does that make sense?
So it'd be 2 more con checks.
No. Sorry. My brain is really bad with this stuff. If you do this tonight, so this will be the 3rd night. Yes, you would be arriving. We'll just say you'll be arriving the evening of that 4th night is when you arrive in Baldur's Gate. So you'll be arriving in the evening on the 4th day. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sorry.
So 1 more con check.
Tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I can do 1 more con check. No problem.
Okay.
Feeling great.
All right, Quidam, I'm just gonna do the weather because that's less exciting. So let me just do that real quick because that's pretty fast. Okay, yeah, it's a nice, beautiful, clear day. Go ahead, Quidam, roll a d20 for me.
Natural 20.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Can you roll? Can you roll 3d4 for me?
Nine.
Okay. Can you roll a d6 for me?
5.
Wow, okay. Alrighty. So, you get up the next day and take off, trying to maintain as fast a speed as possible. And at this point, Quidam, you got the feel for this. You're able to hold on despite this quicker speed. So both of you go ahead and make your perception checks for me for the day.
At disadvantage?
Not for you, because you don't have exhaustion yet.
But me at disadvantage.
Lovelace at disadvantage. Yeah, because you're making your con check at the end of the day, so this is for that day.
All right.
6
Oh,
for
wait.
me.
Oh,
But
Claire,
we're traveling at a fast pace.
you're
yeah?
right. Yeah, because that's part of the thing with traveling at a fast pace, right? Is that it's disadvantage?
At least that's how we were doing it with our previous campaign.
You're right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Sorry. Consistency. Lots of rules. Thank you.
So
Yes.
many rules.
Both
I
of
got
you.
a 6.
You got a 6. Okay, great. What did you get, Quidam?
12.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do Valor. Just gonna stay consistent. All right. So you got so for that D6 you got a 5, and for the D4s you got a 9. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Want to become famous? There it is again. Okay, so as you start riding out on the day, it is a beautiful day. You progress through this day with not to put emotions into whatever your characters are feeling, but I feel is there is palpable tension, knowing that this threat is potentially on the horizon or behind you. And you can see Valor is focused, just and let's see. Quidam, you do notice, though, obviously Valor was lying. You could easily see that, but you do see as Valor's riding periodically will and is rubbing her eyes throughout the day, seeming to kind of struggle with probably her last night's rest. Despite this tension, though, you get through the entire day without spotting anything, just going through these rolling plains. And let me move the token to see where we end up. Yes, but towards the end of the day, to the west, there seems to be a bit of a forest that starts to creep in, and you end up in the plains start to dissipate a bit more, and you end up in a what appears to be the edge of some forest that creeps into the road itself, and you find yourself in more of thicker trees. And you come to the end of the day as Valor pulls you off the side of the trail, trying her best to find somewhere that seems to be safe and hidden. And you set up for the evening, getting dinner ready. Valor is still says to both of you, I still don't know if we should make a fire. I mean, we didn't encounter anything all day.
I think we can probably afford a fire.
I agree. I could use some warm food tonight.
Made good time today.
We did.
But okay. And she starts getting the fire ready and getting food. So, as you are getting dinner ready for the night, do the two of you
con checks?
Yeah, make your con checks. I need everybody to make con checks.
Can I rage? Get advantage on it for a minute?
Do you get advantage on con checks if you rage?
Or no, strength checks.
Just strength checks. Yeah, no, I would say no.
But
sorry.
for one, I could get it up to 3 minutes a day.
Well, wait.
Just
Oh,
like
wait. Sorry.
rage.
It does give you advantage on con checks if you
No,
rage.
no.
Just strength checks.
Yeah, just like it lasts for a minute and I have 3 rages.
Yeah, I would say no then. Just because this is a con check. This is more about an extended, lengthy period of exertion, not a short burst.
Okay, and so when you say check, is it an ability check?
An ability check, correct. Yeah.
So having 1 level of exhaustion.
That's the thing with exhaustion. Yeah.
That's not. Okay, cool.
So, Valor's okay.
Cool.
9.
Okay, you suffer a point of exhaustion.
That's your first, so you're fine. Okay, big money. Lots of 9s today.
Ooh, okay. Man, okay. That is 2 points of exhaustion.
My speed is halved.
Okay. 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 All right. Well, you start to prepare dinner with Valor, and you are both feeling beat, sore, just everything hurts. This is really starting to take a toll on you. Lovelace carrying Quidam around and trying to maintain that speed all day. Valor's looking pretty good. You know, I mean, she still looks tired, but you know.
How's Valor's horse?
Yeah. Valor's horse seems fine. I'm not gonna roll a con check for the damn horse. I don't want to get that simmy.
Yeah, of course, Valor's fine.
Yeah,
but her horse, I bet, is exhausted carrying around all that plate mail.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, would you like to do anything as you're getting ready for dinner? Otherwise, we can go into the evening.
Quidam,
Yes?
I don't think I can do this. I think one of my legs hurts real bad.
Would you like me to take a look?
Yeah, sure. And I guess just like, how do you stick out a leg? I guess like stick backwards a leg to kind of like bring it up.
Yeah, is it the bottom of your hoof? Is it?
It's kind of like my thigh there. It's like the top part of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the joint is like, feels inflamed.
Well, you've been going a lot harder, a lot longer, with a lot more weight on you than usual.
Yep. I honestly don't think I can carry you tomorrow and do this. I feel like.
All right. Well, it'll be good for me to get some cardio in. I mean, it's possible you're just tired and you have an overuse injury.
Yeah.
I can't really.
Might be fine in the morning.
Yeah, I hope so. Claire wants to go into like injury prevention and mode here. Does it hurt? Does it hurt more or less when you stretch it? Is it like underneath the kneecap, or is it in the tendons on either side?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Yeah, I can do that. No, that's a low number. 8.
8. Okay. It's, yeah, I mean, you're not really able to do much for, unfortunately. It seems to be a little deeper, whatever the pain and soreness is that's occurring with Lovelace. And it's just, yeah.
How do you get rid of exhaustion?
When you sleep, I think. Yeah, you sleep and the point goes away.
Oh, so I might be fine in the morning.
Oh, you know what? I just realized, because you made that check. God, how does that work? No, yeah, I think it would have carried over to the next day. Yeah, so in the morning you will automatically go back to 1 point. So, okay. So since we're approaching 9, this is what I'm so angry I can't be tired. Somebody about the rage. Since we are approaching 9, this is what happens as you are finishing up dinner. Lovelace, or sorry,
Yep.
Quidam. Your perception check for the day was a 12.
I believe so.
Okay.
Gonna be
Okay.
fine. Gonna be
So,
fine. Everything's fine. But wait, I'm currently at 2 levels of exhaustion, correct?
correct. So, I will look up the specifics of that for next session to make sure that it's not like. I think that's how it works though, because it's at the end of the day.
That makes sense in story.
Yeah, and in story, I think it makes sense too. Yeah. So, okay, so. Oh boy, as you are finishing up dinner, you hear
make some friends.
Some friends. And you make some friends. And everything's fine. Okay. You're waiting there. Sorry, you're not waiting. You're comfortably. Yeah. Ooh, what's gonna happen? My narrative storytelling right now is not working well. I know. Okay, I know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, you are finishing up dinner, and Quidam, you hear a snap of a twig in the forest behind you, in the dark. And you hear this faint and then you hear another sound further off in the forest, almost a response. And then another one deeper in the forest. And at this point, Lovelace, you start to hear these sounds.
I would like to use dark vision.
You activate it, so mark down one use. And go ahead and make a perception check if you are looking off into the forest. Unfortunately at disadvantage, but still.
I think we've got company.
19 at disadvantage.
Nice.
It's that dryad juice.
You look off into the forest.
God, wait, my eyes just like glow with green or something?
Ooh,
What
yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Well, certainly they get that like reflective light thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so as it activates, there's suddenly that, like, Quidam, you catch almost that cat eye shine in, at the back of Quidam's eyes, Lovelace's eyes, as Lovelace looks off into the forest. And Lovelace, the firelight becomes almost overwhelmingly bright for a moment, and then you kind of hold a hand up, blocking the light, and everything clarifies out to 60 feet, black and white, into the forest. And you catch another pair of eye shine, and these large, well, you see this kind of gnarled snout, these ears popping up from above that are, one is missing a bit of flesh and it's kind of dangling a little to one side. It would almost be cute as it's limp. But then you see the face itself, and it's this hyena-looking face with this large, shaggy mane just coming out the back, and it's and it's pulling up a longbow, aiming an arrow directly towards your camp. And that's when all of you start to hear this cacophony of laughter erupting around the forest, surrounding you. And that is where we'll end tonight's session, as you watch this one gnoll staring you down, Lovelace, pulling the arrow back. Okay.
Oh, no. This is the environment I was meant for, and I'm at half freaking speed.
So, I just want to pull back the curtain just a little bit here, because I want everybody to know what was happening, because it was just so wild.
No.
So the people arriving, it was like refugees. So then I had to like quickly spin my wheels of like, what the fuck are they running from? And then I just looked at like, what are the creatures that could be in this area? And I saw gnolls, and I'm like, okay, cool, we'll go with that. And then it was like, okay, in my head I went, all right, if they happen to roll on a monster roll, like a combat roll, it's just gonna be gnolls. Like, it makes sense. Like, that would be the thing. And then Quidam rolled a natural 20, so I was just like, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it seems that they have been trying to follow. Maybe they missed, they missed the tracks of the refugees, but they seem to have found some new prey. Yeah.
We are far fewer than the refugees.
Yes, you are.
I am scared.
Remember what I said about you can always run or hide or
Yeah, at 20 feet per round.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. That was exciting.
Just 2 more hours, Nathan.
I'm prey. I don't want to be prey.
You're what?
I'm prey. In
You're
this
prey.
instance.
Yeah.
I'm limping, and these are hyena.
Yeah.
This is not good.
I will say, I'm secretly have wanted to have a gnoll encounter for a very, very long time because I don't know why I get really excited about hyenas because they make the weirdest fucking sounds. I don't know if you've ever heard hyenas, but
Yes.
they make really weird sounds. Yeah. Sir David Attenborough. Oh, what an operation. Oh, God. The more you know.
On that note.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm delirious. Thank you, both of you, Olive and Claire, as always. I just have so much fun with both of you.
It's always a good time.
And thank you to everyone watching tonight. Yeah, so much fun. All right.
Okay, have a good night. Thank you
Good
for
night.
watching.
Good night.
I'm gonna switch it to some more pleasant music and goodbye.